So yeah, last time we were here, we just wrapped up season 2. I don't know where they're gonna. Yeah, so they're taking us to season 3 right now. So we don't get the Slammy review or anything like that. So we're allowed to have 3 keepers through this. So I have to be one. That's sort of an unwritten rule for us. And I've been thinking about what we want to do for season 3 here. I can't believe Okada's like 191,000 there. We're probably going to do Bayley. We actually don't have a lot of keepers, to be honest. Io, because she's a level 0 now, she's not really worth grabbing at this point. Lyra might be a good pick here at 146, but Scarlett at a 119. But in terms of big ticket items here, because basically what you do when you get your keepers is you are able to have a bit of cost certainty when it comes to taking some of the bigger names. And frankly, I think we're gonna go with 3 women. Or 2 women and me, I guess that's a better way to put it. Because you're not going to get 22s for that cheap. And we can pick up some men during the draft. I would like to mix things up a little bit here and create a few things going forward here. So, and plus, I don't want to lose Bayley because Bayley was basically our story throughout the season 2. We could always bring a few back, but I'd like to mix things up a little bit here. All right, so NXT kept Cruz del Toro, Molly Holly as champs, Kit Wilson for Mutiny, and SmackDown is absolutely keeping. Well, they cut through all 3 of their women's champs. Cool. All right, time for Z Draft. I'm gonna mute it so we don't have the music issue here. Okay, so we're 3rd pick. Let's see who we can pick up here first. Actually, we should sort by cost here. Like I said, we do want to mix things up a little bit here. If there's anybody you in particular want us to have on our roster, let me know. In the simplest terms I can put it. Thank you, Cena. Yeah. You know what? For all the contemplating and all the talk about what's going on with Cena, that's the simplest way to answer it. Thank you, Cena. Think about picking up a bunch of my downloads here as we go. Feeling swervy? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, they're going off the board too. Jay White's off the board now. Okay, so we got 2 women, 2 men. I'd like to get some of these higher ranks at a lower cost kind of thing. Like they're telling me Berto is like one of the key guys here, but I think we found our first feud, folks. Like a lot of these that are this cheap, they're really I want to take Sky, but honestly, I got to try and get her full file out of there. Think Kelani would be a good pick? You know what? McKerndy, I am gonna. You know what? We didn't get a chance to work with her before. She can feud with Rhea for a while. I do want to make this a bit of a challenge too, so I don't mind if you guys give me a few ideas about what we should pick. But I do need to pick up a few. Well, I want to turn cash is 306,000. Jesus. Me, his name is Cat. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one, McKerndy. But I got a feeling some of these people we're gonna have to flip. Like whoever we get, we're gonna have to flip a little bit. So we're even men and women. You know what? The fact that, by the way, did you hear Dakota's new name? As she's making her debut next year? Where'd she go? Oh no, she's not for sure going to AEW yet. Let's not confuse. Let's not make up stuff. But she she's going to E Pro Wrestling. It's the all women's promotion that Will Ospreay's helping out. Ooh, 321. You know what? For you, McKerndy. But she's using Charlie as a name. So So they're telling us to use Mariah here. We got 4 women, 3 men. We need some heels. Well, actually, I'm turning myself heel, so that ain't going to be a big deal here. Yeah, no, March 8th, she's taking on Chris Statlander for the E Pro Wrestling title. Well, there we go. That's actually pretty cheap. We might as well bring El Grande Americano in. Just let's go nuts. I want to start picking, like I said, I want to pick guys that we haven't gotten before. But yeah, we're going to have to get another heel. Use Kiana. Well, they're saying Mariah May's the #1 pick for us. Screw it. Let's bring her. We had her before, but yeah, that E Pro Wrestling card is going to be absolutely awesome. So they're telling us that. How did Piper get so low? Chat, we'll bring her over to heel eventually, but we gotta get this tag team rolling here. Wouldn't even let her get a full Davo. Wow. Okay, we got 6 women, 4 men, and it's recommending all women to us. That's the funny part right now. Shin would be a good one. Kofi be a good heel. Gunter would be an amazing heel. Let's bring the cash down here a little bit. They have really limited the you know what? We haven't seen we got Grande Americano, don't we? Okay, so yeah, they're still saying Piper at 214. Valhalla 187 for level 10. I don't want to wait too long to. There's a couple that I want to pick up here before we get going. Far ahead, Indy. Don't tell me she's gone already. I'm tempted to bring Danielson in too. So I'm looking for Cactus. I thought she was here. Yeah, Danielson, I'm probably going to. Oh, there she is. 281. You know what? Let's get Danielson so we don't lose him. So what level's he at? Like I said, I want to make this a bit of a challenge this year. Or this time. Oh, wow. We get the full name. I love it. Say there'd be better women you might be able to pick up that are cheaper. Yeah, well, we're even 6-6 right now, so I do want to go 2 more. But honestly, I'm trying to look for people that we haven't used before, too. But look at the ratio of heels to faces here. I think we might pick up Zoe because we haven't had a. I think we got her for 1 match. Jordynne Grace. First week, I could do a little flipping. You're a Jordynne guy forever for always. I don't blame you. Like I said, we're going to try to use. Like, I'm not going to go down here with, like, the Jakaras or with popularity down the toilet like this. We got to get something decent. All right, chat. Which way do I go? Maurice or Bliss? Sort of fine either way, but. Because I'm thinking this is probably right around the territory I want to get to here. We are getting close to finishing up, so. I think Bliss. So we're going to take one more guy, and then I think we're going to wrap it up here. And then we can start looking through free agency to try to. Because we're at 1205. I'd like to keep it. Okay, let's see what we got left here. So Sokoa, Ethan. You know what? Our last pick, if we're going to make one, let's make it worth it. All right, so I haven't really looked too much at the classes. Dogs are barking. We're gonna leave it at that. We can go through free agency if we need to. We'll let them wrap up the rest of the spots here. And sorry about the lack of music during this because unfortunately the game basically demonetizes us for doing that. So these guys are going deep in the playbook here. But yeah, folks, we got a bit of an ad break if you're watching live here tonight. So just a heads up. It's a pretty nice roster there. They got their roster. Looks okay. And Mutiny wrapped up too, so. Kenny and JC leading the pack. All right. So WCW is led by Mike, Bayley, Rhea. The thing is cost. Drew costs way too much for what he can get out of there. So I gotta admit, my 6 looks pretty sharp right now. I like the fact that NXT is using Takeshita as their top guy. And of course, we're going to be able to steal somebody later. So let's get to it. Time for this Munich, Germany, season 3, week 1. Good job last season. WCW performed well, but I don't want to say Laura SmackDown's going to be snapping at your heels this year. They're in last place. Just going to be honest. There we go. We just want to let you know I plan on taking SmackDown to the top, blah, blah, blah. I have a roster showing capabilities. The only thing you contend with when we have superstars like Jade Cargill. Oh, God. Do not turn to me and say Jade Cargill is your top one here. I'll be honest. I really don't understand why families gravitate WCW more than Mutiny. Everybody gets lucky from time to time. I make my low luck, but we don't take anything for granted here at WCW. That works for me. Hey, we got a Vito Star. Another Vito Star. Do not book your most popular available fighter this week. So no Dakota this week. That might work. Let's see what we can do to set up some feuds here, though. Well, I mean, to start... What kind of show is this with no King Coda? I can get somebody to call out King Coda, so we will do that. We'll start with the US title and oh no, you know what? We'll start without a title on our first show here. Mike's got beef with El Grande. Well, you know that's the way things go. I gotta start a feud with somebody. Don't worry, we're gonna have like a tag. You know what, chat? Let's go for broke here. I'll start with normal. And I'm gonna team with Oh, that's going to be fun. Let's just do that. Start with some tag champs right off the bat here. And in terms of the women, proof right there that Kaiser's not El Grande. Exactly. Let's, all right. So just like we were talking about earlier, we're going to do Bayley. We're going to do Kelani. We could put the title on the line, but I don't think we're going to do that quite yet. And then the fight that I was looking for. This is going to be fun. Bron, Breaker, and Swerve. You know what? Let's do a four-way, actually. Because this way we can... Oh, I don't have enough guys for a four-way. All right, well, we'll keep it as... If you do... If you do it as a three-way, you got to have two faces and a heel. Then our last match... Fuck it, let's do NXT again. There we go. Now we got some good matches going on. Well, what are the goals this month? Sorry. 225 popularity. Book 5 shows or 12 or more superstars. 10 false count anywhere. 5 trades. Renew the contracts of 5 superstars. Jordynne versus Blake or Jordynne versus Rhea, yeah. Make 3 superstars very happy. That won't be hard. Book 5 shows using all match rules: one-on-one, tag team, triple threat, and fatal 4-way. Okay, we'll have to do that. No promos this time. Oi. All right. Let's set up that feud. And in terms of power cards... So this one we get to pick up an Immortal for free. Is this schooled one? Is there anybody that can really work to... Do I have a different one here? I wish they'd sort these better. Not going to use it quite yet. I will get there. They're fine. All right. We are going to have to do some flipping here, hopefully soon. But we are also going to have to pick up some people on the... This one here, I'm probably going to have to put a little stipulation on. Is this the match I want to do that with? I think this one I'll get a little bit more pop out of here, so... Oh, okay, never mind. Let's start out our season with underground match, just so we can get the bell curve right. I think we got everything, though. Do we want to do any run-ins? You know what? We got Bliss calling out there, so we're okay there. We're going to have to do some signing and some flipping here, but I don't think we have to do that this week. Let's see how these feuds go, and then maybe we can start getting into panic mode next week. Do I need any of those cards that were there? You know what? Let's pick them up. Yeah, let's get our popularity boosted. That'll work. Can only use one a week. Damn it. And then these two I don't really worry about a whole lot. Okay, I think we're good here at this point. I could sit around, goof around with this all day, but let's get this show on the road here. And hopefully some of these feuds work into something here. All right, let's see what NXT's got for us here. Molly Holly versus Meechin for the NXT Women's title. See, they had all their champions before us, so 2 stars. Wow, you're starting off well here. All right, they got a rivalry there. Raxium and Giovanni. Candice LeRae, Julia.
1, 2, ring that bell.
Candice LeRae wins. 1.5 stars. Indy gets a little bit of XP. Gunther and Frazier. That actually would have been a match I would have booked if I had those. Luke Gallows calling out Lexis King. Got a rivalry. Main event, tag team match. The Viking Raiders versus the Champs. No title.
1, 2, that's 3. Bring it.
Ivar and Eric. 3 star. Okay, so just a poor opener. What's Mutiny got? Ivy versus JC. Well, that's one we ran a couple seasons ago, so it is a smart pick to do that. JC wins 3 stars, so they're still on our way. Eric Rowan getting 3 popularity. Downloaded Vacker versus Fallon Henley.
1, 2, that's 3. Bell.
Fallon Henley wins. 1.5. Charlotte gets Papa 2. Ilya Dragunov and Kenny Omega versus Berto and Angel.
1, 2, it's over.
Berto and Angel get the win. 2.5. Roxanne Perez puts herself over. And our main event, Pretty Deadly versus Devon and McAfee for the tag titles. Pretty Deadly. Kit Wilson is a champ. Works for you. All right, SmackDown, what do you got? Jade versus Tiffany, no title.
1, 2, ring it.
Tiffany wins and retains. You know, when you say Jade Cargill is your best wrestler, her not winning doesn't work too well. Ridge Holland, nope, doesn't do it. Natalia versus Piper.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
2 stars. Speedball Mike Bayley with a pop of 1. So basically didn't do anything for himself. Liv More. Okay, so we got Judgment Day versus the Party Girls.
1, 2,
That'll probably be their tag feud. 2.5 stars, not bad. So Prime Bottle decided to call Ridge out instead. So they knew their promo was crap at the top. And Shibata versus Cross. Coming to an indie arena near you. Cross retains in a 4-star match with a rivalry. Great job there. All right, time for WCW. It's funny. We started with the Underground last time. We're going to start with the Underground now. With Bayley taking on Kelani Jordynne. In Munich, Germany, of all places. So eventually we're going to have to turn Bayley W heel or Bayley back to face again. Because, well, frankly, we need that team of Bayley and Bayley Dub. Because Twin Magic is here to stay, folks. And I will say, Kelani is going to be a bit of a pet project here, because here's the funny part. In Season 2, we picked up Kelani. She walked, I think it was like 3 weeks later. She just did not want to have anything to do with us whatsoever. So we're going to have to see how we can work this out here.
The following is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from San Jose, California, Bayley. And from Boynton Beach, Florida, Kelani Jordynne.
I don't expect this to be much of a match, but I still think at least it'll be enough to get our stars up. It sucks that we weren't able to compete any more rivalries for last season, but I don't mind doing a little bit more. And like I said, this is supposed to be a little bit more of a challenge, this one for myself. Because we are looking to get towards the 10, the multiple rivalries mode here, so. Or get to the 10 Hall of Fame trophies. My goal as we go through this is to get Rhea to 25, get Bayley to 25, get Mike to 25. Like, we should be able to get 4 or 5 wrestlers to Immortal at this point. Once again, like I said, we have that card where we can steal someone at any time, right? As long as they're not a champion, they're able to be stolen. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this week we're gonna finish week 1 just to get a little bit of a feel. Next week we're actually gonna be starting a little bit earlier. Nice crossbody by Kelani there. We're going to start a little early, and we'll probably, I think, closer to 9 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Mountain, and then we'll do more than likely 3 weeks. Just get us close to that first PLE. And that'll finish that. Bayley making a statement for the title here. Told you this is going to be quick and painless for everybody here.
Here is your winner,
Three and a half stars, no rivalry. I am pissed. If that's the case. Oh, we got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We got a rivalry there, so both goth girls are going to be going at it here. I love it. All right, two guys that we haven't used yet. Bron Breaker, Swerve. Well, Bron Breaker we haven't used at all. Swerve has been on a few of the PLEs. So let's see how they do. I am starting to get my fingers a little bit deeper into the create a wrestler mode, and that's so.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bron Breaker.
He looks severely, to be honest, he looks a little underproportioned down below. It's like they shrunk the bottom half of his body by about 15%. Oh shit. So folks, coming down the pipe for tonight, while the post-show press conference is going on, fans in Washington are doing the AEW chant. Yep. Somebody can't tell me that Trips ain't having a lot of fun right now, to say the least.
And his opponent from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 225 pounds, Super Smooth, Sweet Styles.
Super Sweet Styles. Oh, they're using the USO theme. I'm gonna go through and see. There's gotta be a generic rap theme that I can use for them. It's not the worst thing in the world using this, but and the A-Town Trod, see, maybe I can fix that up a little bit here. I just literally uploaded, like, if you guys weren't here during the pre-ramble about Cena, I actually picked up the Supercharger for the game now, so we're gonna have access to a lot more on it. Basically, the Supercharger gets all the wrestlers that you can get for just playing the game. You pay $13, you get everybody. To me, I felt like it was a bit of a no-brainer. I should have done it before. But I know this year when I get 26, I'm going to get through the superstar mode and that ASAP, and then we'll get into our official backbreaker wrestling going forward. Let's face it, the first 3 months of this are going to be for S&G. AKA shits and giggles. Swerve trying to get out of this bear hug here. Honestly, IRL, this would be a pretty fun match to be a part to see. They do look pretty even. But yeah, next week we'll sign a couple more wrestlers. Maybe get some enhancement help here to see maybe we can pick things up a little bit. Give him the buckshot. All right. I gotta admit, that isn't exactly something I was expecting. Into a curb stop. Oh, the ball and elbow. All right, line salt into the cover. Only a 1 count. All right, I think Breaker's had enough here. Both guys with just a 1. Okay. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh, Breaker's getting serious now. Straps her down. Oh, there's a spear. That should do it. And Breaker wins it. So far we've had Bron Breaker win, Bayley win over Kelani Jordynne. I'd like to see this get to a rivalry. We use both of these in a promo next week. Pretty decent matches to start off, right? Like, really simple, but effective.
Here is your winner,
Yeah. All right. Maybe not the best of starts here. I don't know if we'll get the rivalry out of this. If not, that's where Oba comes in a bit. Oh, got a rivalry. Okay. Bayley don't get 7. That's awesome. Let's get her leveled up. All right, so we did have Mariah May here. Believe it's season 1. Her main feud was Jamie Hayter. And then, of course, we haven't had Jordynne Grace here yet, so this should be a lot of fun. So far, we're 3 for 3 in feuds that we've set up. Yeah, this is the Mariah May I remember. She uses exactly... At least next year we won't have to worry about it. She'll be in the game and life will be all kosher, right? Oh, that's right. They gave her this other theme. I keep forgetting that Jordynne doesn't have her TNA theme anymore. Sorry, I don't get a chance to watch as much NXT as I'd like to these days, but... Oh, Jordynne with her own... this new custom theme here, so... All right, let's see if we get this feud going the way we need to here. Let's face it, we need 3 feuds for the first PLE, right? Referee, what are you looking at? World's Strongest Slam? All right, Jordynne, I'm impressed. Well, Jordynne was going to do a clean break, but Mariah definitely wasn't. But no, this will be interesting going through here. And just for those that are new here, we usually record these after AEW Collision every Saturday. However, in December here, Collision's running at weird times, so we'll try to get somewhat to a normal schedule back in January. But if you're watching the replays on YouTube, they are on every Friday, so. Oh, Mariah going for that belly-to-belly overhead, and Jordynne just said nope. And again, she gets suckered in there. Nice belly-to-belly overhead there. Charge into the corner. Oh, God. Sorry about your luck, Mariah. Uh-oh, here we go. Mayday. Only gets a 2 count, though. What she got planned here? Mayday number 2. Oh, no. Storm Zero for the win. Wow. Storm Zero for the win. Really competitive match, but it was even right off the start, and then just Mariah gets those last few moves in. The former AEW Women's Champion gets the victory over the former TNA Knockouts Champion.
Here is your winner, Mariah.
All right, here we go. What we got? A 2-star. All right, you know what? Not the best. Do we get a rivalry out of it, though? That's the question. Because we can always groom them from there. Rivalry number 3. Or number 4, sorry. Oh, Oba. That is a disservice to you in this game, sir. All right, our first championship match in WCW in Season 3. El Grande Americano teaming up with Ludwig Kaiser, proving that they are not the same person. Take it on the old stalwart Mike the Ref and his new partner Bryan Danielson. This is going to be a lot of fun, folks. Once again, everybody, thank you for checking things out here tonight. I appreciate you. And we are working to get a stadium going.
Introducing first, from Rancho Cucamonga, California, weighing in at 310 pounds, the ringer, Malenko.
So yeah, we'll have to see how this works. His partner in Backbreaker Wrestling isn't here yet. And I'm really surprised that we aren't able to add her into the list.
And from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 209 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
That's right. They still had the assets in the game. But of course, you can't use Flight of the Valkyries because that's copyright all over. And I'll see if this gets flagged for DMC. If it does, we'll have to switch it up here. But yeah, we're gonna get two newcomers to WCW here as our other challengers.
From the Gulf of America, weighing in at 202 pounds, El Grande Americano.
Honestly, it is amazing how much this gimmick's taken off down in Mexico. I don't think Gable's ever getting it back. Yes, and we joke about it, but seriously. Do you think the man under the mask hasn't done an absolute amazing job for it? And his tag team partner. It's going to be pretty amazing when Kaiser comes back. And he's going to be fighting with Gunther. Oh, jeez. All right, time to get some tag team gold in this Extreme Rules match. Sorry about that, chat. Steal with a couple things there. Oh, that was weird. Glitch. Why is Grande taking out Danielson, and why is Ludwig killing me? This should not be happening. We are the creator wrestlers. We are superior. Uh-oh. Only a 1 count. Danielson ain't tapping out that quick. Really? Wow, Grande got Mike up for a Dominator. Poison Rada on Mike the Ref? Jesus criminy. And out of nowhere, oh God. I didn't get pinned, by the way. Kaiser going straight for that sledgehammer sort of did us in. This is going to be a fun little rivalry, folks. But we literally just didn't get out of the box. Like, look at that. The only offense we got broken up real quick by Americano. I love how they made him shorter. Or I think this might be the other guy's render, but we'll have to see how the record goes here. Three and a half stars, all right. So we got a nice bell curve for tonight, so that's always a good start. And we got a tag rivalry, so we will definitely be keeping up with that. But let's go take a look at the report cards. So we got good booking, nothing great, but level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. So everything's level 1. Amazing booking for SmackDown. They need it. Stratton and Cargill's a leftover from last time, so they're going to try and milk that all the way to the PLE. Good booking for Mutiny. They got a level 1 rivalry with the tag feud, and that's about it. Not a good sign. And NXT got good booking. Level 1, 2 level 1s, 3 level 1s. So we're all on our way here. NXT got a 105 for 1,900 fans. And a 209. $1,300 fans for Mutiny and $90,000 in the tank. Almost makes me wonder what we're gonna get. 8,000 fans for SmackDown. All right, SmackDown's putting in that work. WCW got a 108. We lost 160 fans. We are definitely gonna go out and fix this. But that's the card I wanted to make sure we get. The network special. That way we can get an extra 20% here. So right now we have no champs, which I don't mind. We are going to crown them as we move along here. I think we're going to crown them all the way up to the PLE. So, but we're still up, what, 80,000 on 80,000 on SmackDown. So a good start, good solid start here, and nothing too crazy. We got our draft done. We got a decent roster. We got 5 feuds out of today, so we consider that a win going in, coming out of week 1, sorry. And weeks 2, 3, and 4, we should be able to do next week here. it's going to be a super huge episode next week because we are getting closer to Christmas. We might not have an episode the week of Christmas, but stay tuned. We'll let you know about that as we go here. So,